9 years, I wake up and I do the exact same thing. Early in the morning, I get a scoop of feed and I let the chickens out of their coop. Some mornings, I wish I could stay in bed. And other mornings, I'm ready to start the day. But every morning, the chickens are ready. About you, but it sure doesn't take long for the work to build up. Today, you're going to follow with me one of my everyday chores of life. And I have a lot of work to do. I took one day off. I didn't do anything, absolutely nothing for a whole day. That's very unusual for me, but it felt good. But now it seems like I have a lot of work to do. What I do is I take a piece of soap and I put it in this kettle that's meant just for washing dishes. As you know, I have to heat my water up. So I heat my water to clean the kitchen. Hot water is really important. So I hope to get all of my cleaning done today because my granddaughter has a birthday this afternoon. As you can see, it takes quite a while to get enough of water. It doesn't come out very fast. Back to the memory of my mama in the kitchen. My mama spent most of her life in the kitchen, and she was your traditional Mennonite housewife, which meant a lot of cooking from scratch. Mom made everything from scratch. She didn't buy processed food at all. And there was times in my mom's life that she gone through a lot of heartache and pain, but then there was times in my mom's life where she was very joyous. In those joyous times, I remember my mother singing. Now, my mother didn't have a very good singing voice. She would be the first to tell you that. But her singing is something I remember. Because it wasn't the sound coming out of her mouth, it was what was in her heart. And those are the moments that I try to hang on to, and those are the memories that I try to cherish. Everybody has its own family dynamics, no matter where you live. Everybody has their own way of doing things and their own traditions. And so in my videos, I like sharing with you my traditions and sharing with you my thoughts and my feelings on my life. One thing about my mother, she was a perfectionist. Her house was always very clean. She spent all of her time cooking and cleaning. Sometimes that seems very hard to live up to because I'm not quite as clean as she was. My mother wasn't a homesteader. We didn't have animals or gardens or anything like that. When she left her traditional Mennonite roots, she got away with all of that. But my mother still kept her Pennsylvania Dutch cooking intact. And so we ate a lot of potatoes, a lot of noodles, a lot of starches. Pennsylvania Dutch is known for their starches. So we had a lot of things like that, a lot of comfort food. And in some homes, desserts were really important, but not in our home. We didn't have a whole lot of desserts, except for the occasional pie. My mom was a very good pie maker. As stage 4 dementia or Alzheimer's, they really aren't quite sure exactly what she has, but she doesn't speak, and it's been about 8 years since my mother talked. We don't know what my mother knows, what she thinks, and we don't know what she can comprehend these days. But she speaks to me with her eyes, so when we talk to her, she will blink a lot. And I really believe that blinking is letting us know that she understands what we're saying. Alzheimer's and dementia is a very hard death because they change so slowly. It's almost as if you have a hard time remembering what they used to be. But we have to look on the bright side that maybe someday in our lifetime there will be a cure for such diseases in life, and I pray that others will never have to go through what so many of us have. Alzheimer's and dementia has affected every household in one way or another, and I pray that a cure would be found soon. In the garage, and now I'm going to finally work on the last of that food pantry items that I got at the end of August. And this is the dried goods that I had got for free. A lot of you have said, you know, with the flour and things like that, you should put them in the freezer overnight. I don't have freezer space. So we are going to use the old-fashioned method of preserving your flour to keep it bug-free. About a year ago, I got a bunch of these bay leaves for 69 cents. And putting a bay leaf in your dried goods will help deter them from getting any kind of bugs or bug infestation. Sometimes when you get flour, there could be some kind of bug eggs in it. I know that sounds really gross, but that is just how it is no matter where you get it. But freezing it kills that larva. Well, if you don't have a freezer or freezer space, you got to do it this way. And this is an old-fashioned treatment for making sure that you don't have any kind of bugs or anything like that in your flour. Now, since this flour did come from the food pantry, I will use this up first. But I'm going to share with you what I got. Also, this food came from an Amish food pantry. So I am very blessed in the local area here. We have someone that donates all of these bulk food items, but they actually came from an Amish or Mennonite type of place. So usually their food would be fresher. I know a lot of channels don't share with their subscribers what they do with their Amazon money that they earn. But I like sharing with you every part of my life. And so I want to share with you. I was able to save up money and buy some of these half-gallon jars. So this is where my Amazon money comes in. So when you use my Amazon links or my storefront, I earn a little bit of money, but after a couple months, it gets to be a nice little amount. And I was able to get 3 cases of jars, which I can use for a lifetime. Since it's going to take me an hour to do all this, I'm just going to highlight with you all the different things that I got. As you know, I got a lot of the fruit pectin. This can last me for almost indefinitely, as long as you have it sealed. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to seal the fruit pectin first. This fruit pectin will last me for many years to come. I have quite a bit of this wheat flour. Now this wheat flour won't last as long as white flour. Now I'm going to demonstrate an alternative if you don't have any electricity. So we're going to vacuum seal using a brake bleeder. I like using this, but it is hard on your wrists and hands. And it takes a little bit of muscle power. You can have the same effect doing it this way if you cannot afford a food vacuum sealer. So it seals it the exact same way. Just takes a little muscle power. Alright, so here's the finished product. 2 cases of some staple dry goods. We have wheat flour, regular flour, odescent flour, which is a bread flour, fruit pectin, and salt. So this should be able to keep me stocked up for quite a while. Everybody, for those of you who stayed to the very end of my video, I'm going to share with you just a little product review. Now, my product reviews, I don't get any commission off of them, but I do get to have the product for free. And I just wanted to share with you something I have never heard of, and I thought it might help me for my restless leg syndrome and for anxiety. So it's called the weighted blanket. Now this is from Sophia and Williams. I never heard of a weighted blanket before, but I thought it would be something really unique for me to try. So we're going to get it out of the bag and I'm going to show you what it looks like. The blanket, it is quite heavy, and then this is a cover that comes with it. I thought you can put the cover on it, but you can't. So this is just a separate cover, which is so adorable. I like it. So the cover I'm going to use as a lap blanket out in where my computer is. And here's the weighted blanket. So let's take a look and see what it's like. Now this is a child's. I got a child's one. Great in the wintertime because it is very warm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait to the wintertime and tell you how it is. And I think I might just use this for out in my reading room where I like to read. It does make you feel really secure and snug. So let me know in the comments below, have you ever heard about a weighted blanket? And do you buy them and does it help you, or is it just one of those fads? But this here is beautiful with the cupcakes. I really like it. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow.